Guys, I want to take you back to 2006, about 15 years ago, and I was in a screamo band. I had been in the band for a couple years, and I was kind of starting to get over it. I was really a metal guy at my core. I always had been, and I wanted to play some more metal. So I started writing some songs. I found a group of friends who wanted to play this kind of music, and I quit the screamo band and started playing some metal stuff. I wrote these really cool songs and recorded some demos for them, but I never got to record good quality versions of them. I had like 12 songs pre-written that they liked, and they wanted to learn them all. And like I said, we got about 3 of them down, and then it kind of fell apart. Fast forward to about 2 years ago, I wanted to re-record these songs. I think it was November of 2020, and I re-recorded them, and they sound killer. I've never even put these out, but if you listen to the background of Trash to Thrash, you've heard a lot of clips of them. I got the idea around November 2020 to put together a band. I thought, I know a lot of musicians now. I've been doing Instagram, and I've been doing tons of Metallica covers. I know how to edit. I think, and I know how to promote stuff. I got 30,000 followers on my Instagram. I could definitely get some people to come out to some shows. If we're a good band, the word will spread. I also had some relationships with other bands. So other bands in the area, I started talking to them and said, could we work something out? If I set up a band? They said, absolutely. I said, I think I can get people to come to these shows. They said, yeah, we can get you spots on shows. So I had all the pieces in place. I had the band members in place. I had this new album I had just recorded, and it sounded awesome. And all these friends of mine that wanted to play in the band with me really liked the sound. I figured I would put together this band, and then we'd have a full first album of these old songs I had written that I kind of modernized and made them sound super good. And then the second album, we'll all write it together, and it'll evolve from there. But then the pandemic hit in March. We had this whole plan, and we were going to start playing shows. Right when it was going to happen, bars started getting shut down. Tours are getting canceled. I kind of put that on the back burner and started working on guitars more. And in the long run, it's totally worked out way better for me because I love working at home, working here in my shop, building custom guitars. It's super rewarding, and since I'm a guitar addict, I love buying guitars, I love selling guitars, I love working on guitars, I love posting about guitars, I love editing videos about guitars. But that cool music is still there, and it's going to be coming out soon. So I don't know if it's going to be with the band anymore. I'll probably just put it out under my own name, which I do have some music, if you guys like progressive metal, over on my Spotify page, but this will probably end up there. Well, after the pandemic started to kind of ease and it seemed like the numbers were going in a better direction, tons of bands started hitting the road again. And I'm now starting to see a lot of those bands that had announced concert tours and all this stuff are canceling the tours again because they said that the COVID numbers are going up. I want to know what you guys think about this because I recently saw that one of my favorite artists, John 5, had posted this. Due to unforeseen circumstances and out of an abundance of caution, I'm sad to announce that I will no longer be joining Yngwie on the upcoming US tour. The health concerns for artists and their crew that come with traveling extensively from city to city during this time have meant that myself and my team feel that this is the best course of action to keep everybody on my tour safe and well. I'm certain that these Yngwie shows will be amazing as they always are. I'm sorry I won't be there to share my new music with you all. I'll be back out on the road as soon as it's safe and possible. John 5. So the thing that I wonder about that was, I don't know, that was about 2 months ago or a month ago. When was that tour booked, I wonder? Was that tour booked sometime after the numbers of COVID started going down and they thought it was safe, but then they went back up? I don't know, man. It felt weird reading that. I hadn't bought tickets to go to that tour, but I can only imagine for the people who did, the people who love going to concerts and they're looking forward so much to being back at concerts. They're probably so let down by that. And I've seen a lot of artists, unfortunately, have to cancel their tours. Tons of them. Did you guys have any concerts that you were looking forward to, that you had tickets to, that got canceled again? I had some at the beginning of the pandemic that got canceled. I was going to see Ozzy with Megadeth. It got delayed a couple times, and then this happened, and Ticketmaster just refunded the money. But it makes me, I don't know, I feel pretty weird about it, because I feel like there's safe ways to tour, and to let the fans down like that is such a bummer. I know the artists are dying to get back out there too. It just makes me wonder if that's the real reason that the numbers started going back up and they decided to cancel their tour. I saw some other bands deal with it in different ways, like the band Jinjer. Over on their Instagram, they posted, "Brothers and sisters, there's no easy way to say this, but unfortunately, our drummer Vlad has tested positive for COVID and will have to sit out the first few shows until he recovers. He's doing fine and has no symptoms. The rest of us are healthy and tested negative. That being said, we will not cancel any shows and have decided to push on using his pre-recorded live drum tracks. We waited 2 long years to rock with you, and we'll do our best to make this tour happen. And it will be one to remember for sure. See you in a few, Seattle. Let's do this. To me, that's awesome. If I'm going to see a band and something like that happens, them going the extra effort to keep the show on, that means a lot to me. I saw Between the Buried and Me, which is one of my favorite bands in the world, like, ever. I love progressive metal like that, and their bassist contracted COVID while they were on tour. Somehow none of the other members got it, but they had him go to his hotel room, quarantine, bring all your equipment, set it up, and record our set straight through. He set up his keyboard synthesizers, his bass rig, maybe did backup vocals, I don't even know, but he recorded it all straight through, and then they got to have like a fresh take of him playing his parts that they could play at the concerts for the next couple days. To me, that is cool, man. To see a band missing a member because of a world pandemic, as long as the band member is healthy overall, to have that kind of story, you know, I once saw the band Thrice perform. I think they had like trouble, their equipment wasn't delivered to the venue at a Warped Tour or something like that, and it became an acoustic show, just the two guitar players, the bass player, and vocals, and it was actually super awesome. It was like this bad thing happened that you didn't get to see the full band, but now you got an opportunity to see the band in a rare form, missing a member or something. And I don't know, the whole canceling the tour after you've already booked it and sold tickets, and you're saying that it's unsafe, but the vaccine is here, and, you know, most people have survived this disease. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that bands should be canceling their tours? I was reading the comments under the John 5 one, and there were so many disappointed fans, and there was also a lot of people saying that they agree and that they're brave and strong for canceling the tour and doing what's right to keep everybody and their crew safe. But I think that there's safe ways to tour if you're worried about contracting a disease like that. Wear your mask, wash your hands all the time, don't meet with fans, go out and perform, and then get on your tour bus or whatever else. You know, I think you can stay safe. There was a ton of people calling them heroes and all that stuff, and to me, like, that seems like that's the people who probably didn't buy tickets to any of these concerts. The people who bought tickets, most of them, I would guess, would probably be pretty upset. But where do you guys come down with this? Do you have the same feeling as me? Like, if you're going to book the concert, go do it. And if somebody gets sick, have them get treatment, have them come back on tour if they're able, like Between the Buried and Me, or like Jinjer did. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little conflicted about this. John 5 is one of my favorite guitar players, and to see that he had to cancel his tour because of this bummed me out, even though I wasn't even going to go to it. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Rock on, my friends.